Alright, here we go. Umbreon's birthday means Nekopara. Without the porn, theoretically. And we all know that porn anything, when you take away the porn part, is just amazing with what's left over. I will start in 1 sec. My cat's not even here. For his birthday, cat girls, and he's in the bathroom. He's sitting in the sink. But alright. I wonder if I should read it. Should I read it all out? Oh wait, there's a Glaceon there. Gained 1 power, great. Oh, good, the main character's not. I can read out their lines. This should be most of the boxes, then. I wiped the sweat off my forehead with my arm. The moving truck disappeared from view. Although it was early April and only the beginning of spring, the day's weather was quite nice. It was even a bit hot. Well, it's a good day for a new start. I turned my head to look at the empty bakery, which didn't even have any signage yet. There's a sign right there. Patisserie La Soleil. Wait, it's moving. Very slowly. Oh, wait. One thing I have to do. This is up to you, Xena. What do you want the chest bounciness setting to be? Yeah, there's a jiggle setting. How much chest jiggle do you want, Xena? A lot? Alright. Let's go almost all the way. The brand new exterior wall had a western look with a predominantly white and brown motif. Also, Kitty, if you want a treat. Wait, did it save the settings? Yes, it did. Okay. There's also a large window which let lots of sunlight in. Finally, there were the words that displayed the name of the bakery, La Soleil. Oh, here, he did come. Come on, bud. Yeah, we're playing a cat girl game for you. They haven't appeared on the screen yet. But we're playing cat girls for you, kitty, because it's your birthday. So every game has to be cat themed. Every game has to be cat themed on your birthday. That's how it works. We did it last year, too. You remember we played Cat Quest? We did. We played Cat Quest for you. Get him his own cat girl. You want a cat girl? Because me too. Me too. Instead of the proper French article, le, it was la soleil, meaning the sun. It was a nod towards the name of the shop of someone I admired. Now that I'm on my own, I'll have to do my best. I softly murmured to myself. I wish you had told me I was supposed to softly murmur before that. From here on out, no one would tell me what to do. I was going to start completely anew despite the stature of my family's name and everything that had happened up until now. I'm willing to bet that if you're trying to start anew and you already have a fancy-ass bakery, restaurant, whatever, it's probably because of your family's name. You're probably not starting entirely on your own, regardless of what you want to believe, man. I alone would decide my path and take responsibility for what I do. Yeah, except you're starting, like, way ahead of everyone else. In exchange for that freedom, I can't blame anyone else for what happens. Still, although I was a bit worried, the thought of what lay ahead made me break into a smile. I'm not doing that. Alright. In any case, I'd better get all these things cleaned up. I took a deep breath and got my spirits back up. I stepped into the new-smelling bakery. Huh? What's with this big box? In front of me was a large box I didn't recognize. In fact, there were two of them. Fragile, delicate, absolutely this side up. If thrown, your company will be in trouble. The warnings were going overboard. They were getting annoying. Even if these are baking supplies, I don't remember buying anything quite like this. Fancy treat for Umbreon, he'll be happy. Come here. Oh yeah. A fancy treat and a regular treat. And you already got a billion treats earlier. Oh, and two treats. Hello, Bad Timo. Bad Mo. X Bad Timo. Since it seems to change. He likes to eat the fancy treat over there. But you get two more treats, kitty. You wanna come back? You get two more. The Council or something. I don't remember what it's called. It is the Council. I love the Council. I am not an expert. At what? First off, they were boxes that looked like they came from my house. If these were for the bakery, there's no way I wouldn't remember buying. There were no tags from the moving company either. All there were those warning labels. Reading. Well, I'll know for sure once I open the... Adult warning on stream? How do I do that? Don't I already have that? I'm pretty sure my stream is supposed to be... I'm pretty sure it's there anyway, but it only shows up the first time you come in. And this is without the porn. Don't worry. I think that's how it works, because I'm pretty sure I have it on. Oh, it's just a cat, huh? Just a troublesome cat. Jeez. They have voices. I'm not reading their voices. Like that would fool me. What are you doing, Chocola? We just saw each other at home yesterday. Yeah, I know this one. I've seen people play it. That's the only thing that I'm assuming it's allowed. But, you know. This is the game from the period they allowed these types of games on Steam. Did they stop allowing porn games on Steam again? I don't think they did. I just downloaded one the other day. Well, I downloaded the demo for one. Oh, one of the first ones? Yeah, I remember. That's why I have it. I was hyped when Steam finally allowed them. Chocola puffed out her cheeks. You could say she was always happy-go-lucky. Or rather, she preoccupied herself with only what was in front of her. Well, I guess that was how you describe Chocola. While I was getting ready to move, I did wonder why I didn't see you. Because I unabashedly play these kinds of games. There are a couple good ones. Okay, most of them aren't, but... Imagine checking your library. Oh, there's way more... Hold on, you want to see this? You want to see... You want to see... Let's go up here. Look at... Titles Nudity 78. Okay, some of those don't count, like friggin' Mass Effect. But still, and The Witcher. Hey. Wicked. I don't hide it, man. I like video games and I like porn. Why wouldn't I play the combination of the two? There are actually some, not that many on Steam, but some that have really fun gameplay as well. Some strategy games. Okay, hi. This game. Oh yeah. It's my cat's birthday, so I'm giving him sexy cat girls. Not that he's here, he wandered off again. Why is Vanilla here too? Again, huh? In any case, Chocola, Vanilla, get out of there. I was at my wit's end with the large boxes that had suddenly showed up. How are you today, Mr. Okay Hi? What are you doing? Do you know the game Ghost Trick? I finished that this morning. Nope. It's a great game. Not at all your kind of game. Anyway, anyhow, Chocola and Vanilla got out of their box. Handling some goo-woo stuff. What kind of stuff? Minecraft server stuff? Why is no one picking up the phone? Commissions? That's your job? What is Shigure doing? And maybe Minecraft if I'm not depresso. I didn't know you had responsibilities, Mr. Okay Hi. Hung up after trying to call my little sister. There's no way that Chocola and Vanilla could have gotten mixed in with the rest of the boxes in the first place. What about commissions? Wait. Commissions for what? I guess the art that people make? Or like people's, not requests. On the outside, cat girls look almost like humans. They can understand words and they can talk just like us, okay? But more than humans, cat girls were closer to normal cats. Sounds questionable. After all, cat girls had ears and a tail, just like cats do. Yeah, that's the essential attribute of cats, yeah. They were genetically modified humanoid cats that were commonly referred to as cat girls. Okay, who made these and why? That's what I want to know. These days, cat girls fit into society as pets in families or partners to humans. So what, they only get legal rights if you decide to make them a partner rather than a pet? So what, they're like a slave otherwise? I don't... My little sister really loves to dote on cat girls. Our family has 6, including Chocola and Vanilla. In any case, they couldn't have mailed themselves all on their own. Mailing living things through the post would be impossible, for one thing. There's no way my parents would have helped with this either. Thus, I could only guess that it was somehow Shigure's doing. See, so Shigure was an accomplice. This does look like a fancy home. I thought this was a bakery. Mew bedding. Jiggle physics. Snuggling acknowledged. I remember when Mia played this, me too. I'm sad she didn't play the, I'm sad whoever was requesting it, like, left or whatever, so she didn't keep playing the rest of them, because I enjoy when Mia plays games that are suffering. Don't get out of control and hurt yourselves. How are they gonna hurt themselves snuggling? Without any ill intentions, the two cat girls were off and running. Well, the bakery did have living quarters on the second floor, so I wasn't worried about them causing a ruckus around here. Are you watching her play the scary Resident Evil 7? I watched part of the beginning, but everybody said it stops getting scary after the beginning, so mostly I just watched the beginning. Of course, they aren't young cat girls anymore, either. So I shouldn't have to worry about them getting out of control too much. Well, besides that, I looked up an address in my phone's address book. Minaduki residence. Well, I already left Shigure a message, so she should call me back later. Without pressing the call button, I put my cell phone back in my pocket. I had moved out without saying anything. Rude. So for her to call me back within a day seemed a bit stupid. Why? Wait, you left without saying anything, and then you called her. She should probably be like, hey, what the fuck? I imagine she would call back rapidly. Well, it wasn't really an issue I needed to bring up right this moment. Should hear from Shigure soon, anyhow. That was fast. Good work, you two. Gosh, both of you have major bedhead, but their hair looks exactly the same. Sheesh. I tidied up their hair with a comb. Their soft hair felt nice, as always. I lightly bonked them both on the head while they had their eyes closed. Okay. Now then, why were the two of you hiding among my moving boxes? You had no choice. Just tagged along. You two. Well, I figured that had to be the reason. But, anyhow, I recomposed myself and looked at the two of them again. Listen up, okay? How many times have I told you this isn't a vacation or a picnic? I moved out because I have no intention of going back. If you were at home, you wouldn't have anything to worry about. Shigure and the other cat girls are there too. It would be better if you two just... what? So she's hungry or what? Jiggle. You wanted high jiggle. While listening to those silly excuses, I glanced at the clock and saw that it was already past 1 o'clock. Now that I thought about it, I haven't eaten anything since this morning either. Well, why don't we have lunch first? Do you want maximum jiggle? These two are as easygoing as always. No, that would be too much. Okay. No jiggle. None. That's my kind of level of... Well, okay. Maybe I like a little jiggle. Little lewd. You'll bother those around us, so try not to get too carried away, you two. Yeah, don't just start, I don't know, hooking up in the middle of the grocery store. Though maybe if I put the R18 patch back in. Since the refrigerator was empty, we headed to the nearby shopping district to buy groceries. From brand name clothing stores to supermarkets, there was an array of stores. There's even a drugstore with daily necessities amongst them. If you come here, we have just about everything. That was how the real estate agent had recommended this place to me. Wait, don't you two go shopping with Shigure often? Hello, Olaf. Phil's birthday, man. Except the cat's not even here. Hey, first of all, Shigure is your master. Vanilla? I played a visual novel with a character you would like if you like vanilla. I don't understand your reasoning, but I can tell you're very enthusiastic. Never mind then. Anyhow, keep it down inside the store, okay? Parted from the two of them. I decided to hurry on ahead. Another treat? See if he comes. Oh, and a fancy treat. And another treat. Kitty, you're being spoiled. Alright, I'll go grab him. I'll go to the bathroom and I'll get him. No, that's right. That's right. It's treat time. It's treat time. He's got to be so confused about why so many treats. I know. Why so many treats, huh? Why so many treats? And I bought him a can of salmon, too, for later. Okay, you get these two. All right. First, you get these two. Look, cat girls. Kitty cat. Yes. This is Umbreon, who now that some of you saw me playing... Oh, I don't want to spoil that game for anyone else. But for Olaf, who had not heard me say this, I thought about naming him something based on that game. But I figured nobody would ever get it. And a fancy one. This is really two, but... You just knocked it out of my hand. Come on, birthday cat. You're gonna be fat after today. That's it for now. That's it. Come here. Come here. What you doing? Huh? What you been doing? How's the sink? I don't have anything else for you. What, you want to go under the blanket? Is that what you want? Cat ears. Oh, fine. I knew she was gonna do that. I thought about just grabbing them before the stream started. Because I knew it was gonna happen. Okay. Hi. Yes. Yes. Can I help you? Okay, I'm gonna go back to playing the game, kitty. But that's stuff for you two to use. I don't need it, so put it down and come over here. Yeah, I don't have hair. Hey, get your head out of there. Get your head out of there. You don't get those. You don't get those unless chat says so. No. This is why I hide the fancy treat. Is this the one where you can pet them anytime? I don't think so. Maybe it's a later version. This is the first one. They're like 5. I'll just say that and then toss that in the basket all nonchalantly. I had to be on guard or they would sneak something in when I wasn't paying attention. They even tried to grab another basket for themselves at the supermarket earlier. It was apparent to me how dreadful an idea was when they decided to come along. Buddy. I know, you don't like the ears. It's Zena's fault she decided to agitate you on your birthday. She also gave you like a bunch of treats, so it kind of balances out. Has nothing to do with being honest. I'm telling you, don't just put the shampoo in the basket like that. Put it back. Ah! Hey. Don't eat my ears. Don't eat them. Oh man, now I'm being shamed. Don't put on some act to confuse the customers around us. Seriously. Alright, see ya, kitty. We'd only just moved here. But suddenly, we already had disapproving glares directed at us. Wanna become famous? No! No, that sounds awful. Two famous bots in one day, I know. Well, they changed all the shit, so now my whatever restricted them doesn't. I prefer bigfollows.com to mountviewers.com. I'm not a cheapskate. Besides, I nearly got reported. After that, it was the same sort of exchange at the supermarket. The whole thing was so awkward that I don't think I can visit that shopping district for a while. Mount Viewer's hot. That's right. Well, I guess you could say that was the cute side of cat girls. Oh yeah, I forgot I added an emote for that. For Big Follows, bigfollows.com. I love that emote. I'm glad you're here to actually use the random stupid-ass emotes that I added. It definitely does. What is the smell? Turn towards the source of it. It's a small child! Cat. Takoyaki? Gross. Kitty, get out of the dresser. You're a cat, not a shirt. Meow. What? It was a cat girl younger than Chocolat and Vanilla. She waved her tiny hands as she politely drew customers in. In human terms, she looked like she was about 12 or 13 years old. In cat years, she was about 6 months old. The young cat girl noticed us and ran over. Oh god. The sequence of events means I have to take a drink. You can be a shirt, Umbreon. You're not big enough to be a shirt. One time I knew someone who really liked this game and they didn't know it was a porn game. Hold on, I gotta give Umbreon some more catnip. That's what he wants. Catnip. I never had a cat that ate the catnip, but he just eats it. The owner of the food stand greeted us. Yes, I am. Ah, well, to be more exact, my little sister is their owner. It's a wholesome game about owning a restaurant. Yeah, yes, definitely. Food stand owner had a wry smile on her face, like she was talking about a mischievous child of hers. At a glance, it was understandable. Being a young cat girl made it easy to overlook these things. Mine were originally strays, so I don't actually know how old they are. The veterinarian said that they were twins and were now about 9 months old. My little sister is actually quite the education freak. Back then they were really noisy, but it was all worth it. 9 months. Really?
ことです愛されてるんだね、ご主人様は。
Well, I am grateful. She lightly nudged me with her elbow. I responded with an embarrassed, forced smile. Hearing this kind of stuff in public sure was embarrassing.
子猫ちゃん、ちょっと上向いてごらん。上、こう、つきあり、ゴロゴロゴロ、ゴロゴロゴロ。
Three of them were getting along very well. Food stand owner looked fondly at them from nearby.
うちの子ももともと野良だったんだよね。今日みたいにたこ焼き売ってたらお腹空かせて寄ってきてさ、そのまま拾って今じゃ自分の娘みたいなもんになってさ、店まで手伝ってくれるようになってね。人型猫が流行したこともあったけど、普通の猫の何倍も飼うのが大変だからね。
Her words seemed tinged with blame and worry. She grumbled, letting out a sigh. Not that long ago, it wasn't rare to see stray humanoid cats just wandering throughout town. But now, it was more likely for one to see humanoid cats that were well loved by their owners. Since the amount of unfortunate humanoid cats had decreased, there was more of a balance, and owners were quite elated. Okay, so these cat girls have no freedom whatsoever, despite the fact that they can think and talk. They're still property. Okay. Good to know. It was a bright and honest laugh. I nodded in agreement. Good. That is true. This must be like how pets find their way back to their owners. That's what they deserve, to be property? If you get a good owner, I guess it's not so bad. I smiled at such an uncharacteristic thought from me. You don't have any thoughts. You're the main character. You're an empty vessel. What you staring at, kitty? Eat your catnip. Have fun. Meow. Chocola and Vanilla's shoulders drooped downheartedly? Is that a word? I don't think that's a word. As they hung their heads, I rubbed them from behind. I took a look at the little takoyaki seller. Okay, 3 orders of takoyaki. Can you do that for me? Mitsu, using the natural counting system. Totsu, Futatsu, Mitsu. Her large eyes blinked as she tilted her head in confusion. Yeah, for me, Chocola, and Vanilla. Could you do that for me? So, like, you can make them work when they're the equivalent of 12 years old? So there's no, like, child labor laws with cat girls? It's gonna take time to get home and make food, after all. Besides, I want to try the takoyaki here, too. No? They're not human? Nice! So you can, like, have an entire workforce of cat girl laborers and just exploit them. I can't wait until this game franchise dies out and they do a gritty reboot of the Nekopara franchise. Wait, what's that mean? If Minecraft has taught us anything, it's that abolishing child labor was a mistake. Children yearn for the mines. Now I understand why scientists are trying to grow human-animal hybrid. Because things like adolescent and child labor practices, and consent, and basic human rights become murky with child-human hybrids. The Bypass Slave Labor Acts, yeah.
ありがたくいただきます。ペコリ。私は明太子チーズがいい。
My question was completely ignored. I had a question? Well, I guess I shouldn't let it bother me, huh? I wondered about that as I looked at Chocola and Vanilla, happily awaiting their takoyaki in front of the food stand.
Nekopara.
Stop beeping. Still can't get a hold of her. Are there guests over today? When I checked the clock, it was past 10 o'clock already. Since then, I'd tried calling Shigure several times, but I couldn't get through to her. Just like that, it had already gotten this late. Never gone this long without hearing from Shigure. That's weird. You haven't gone a day without hearing from your sister? Really didn't understand my family's schedule at all.
ご主人様、ご主人様。久しぶりに一緒にお風呂入りましょう。
Bathing together? I thought I took the porn out of this. I thought this was the non-porn version.
私たちの発育が良くなってからお風呂入れてくれなくなった。
Catgirl labor unions? When? Not in America. We hate unions. Even though they're, great for everyone. You haven't even grown that much. What are you two talking about? It's innocent bathing after all. Yeah, I played it to test. There's a little sus scene that comes up early, and that's the only one. Is there even sexual harassment of catgirls? Your property. That's like, can I sexually harass a chair? Vanilla, you're the one changing the subject. In any case, don't worry about the bath. You two need to get ready to go home.
帰る支度？ショコラの家はご主人様のお家ですけども。ショコラの隣が私の居場所だし。あと、ご主人かっこいい。なんか
You look strangely handsome. Now they're hitting on me? Stop feigning ignorance, you two. Cut that out. Two of them looked my way, about to distract me again. Since Shigure isn't picking up, I'll take you two home. So go get ready to leave. Chocola and Vanilla turned away from me and cast their gazes downward. Returning home on the same day I had moved out. It seemed to be such a stupid idea that I did hesitate a bit. There was no other way, nor was there time for excuses. I looked towards Chocola and Vanilla as they hung their heads in silence and continued on. Listen up, you two. I'm gonna open my bakery. Spawn? Hello, Miss Cat. I've got no one to rely on, so I don't know how things will turn out. Whoa. Whoa. It oohed that. Because Bot copied that. That's wild. Be gone, moderator. She's not a mod here. With all that's going on, I don't know if I can take care of you two. Get it? I mean, it's already going to be difficult enough looking after myself. A haunch crow is a quiet voice I could barely hear. Watching stream. I don't remember adding that. Oh, I think I added that because one time Xena's cat was watching me stream, so I added that for that one scenario that happened one time. Chocola said something with her head down. Huh? What did you say? What did you just say to me, punk? I'll have you know I graduated at the top of the Naval Academy, or I don't remember that actual copy pasta. Something about confirmed kills. I came closer and asked her to repeat herself.
嫌です。ショコラは絶対に帰りません。そんなこと言うご主人様は嫌いです。
Ooh-wah? Ah, wait, hey, Chocola.
私もタットのごとく、いや、脱猫のごとく離脱。
Ah, wait, stop! Vanilla, why are you running away too?
ほらほら、ご主人様、こっちですよ。
I'm getting stared
今
at.
はこちらにございます。
She only likes watching Barbie and you. Glad I could, get on Barbie's level. It's dangerous, so stop running around. If you fall, you'll get hurt. They're cats. They'll be fine. Oh god, what did I do?
猫にそんな心配はご不要。人型でも猫は猫。さささ。
Maybe so in Chocola's case, but aren't you bad with physical activity? Come on, I've got you now, Chocola.
ご主人様の
Oh, where am I grabbing?
ですか？ご主人、ショコラの胸もろ触ってる。もうわしづかみ。
Oh, I'm not. It's because you two are running around.
すきありです。
Ah, hey, stop it. You're still gonna run? Yeah, I've got you, Vanilla.
ちょこちょこちょこちょこちょ。
Well, now I'm being tickled. What? Oh, okay, I'm not reading that. Choco Wahaha?
ナイスアシストショコラ。ささ。
Like I said, stop running! The two of them didn't listen to a word I said as they continued to mess with me. And that was how the first night went. Nice nighties. For now, I'll let you stay, but only for tonight. I don't have guest beds or futons, okay? While all that was happening, 11 o'clock became midnight, way past my bedtime. Even if I took them home, everyone was sure to be asleep by then. Good, reasonable people. At this point, you gotta rake out the hose. Mr. Okay, hi, it is a porn game. I'm well aware of what'll happen if you break out the hose with these kinds of outfits. The one glimmer of hope I had, that Shigure would call me back, didn't happen. So I decided that taking them home tomorrow was my first priority.
もちろんご主人様のベッドで寝ます。私もご主人のベッドで我慢する。
Cleverly, they had even brought pajamas. How much planning went into their schemes, anyway? Really, if you two sleep there, where will I?
一緒に寝てくれないんですか？この子に及んで。ご主人は人の男子なのにお行儀が悪い。順番はご主人、ショコラ、私でいい。にゃはー。ご主人様とバニラに囲まれて幸せにゃー。
Don't get ahead of yourself, you two. A single bed for 3 people is too crowded.
じゃあ押しかけたのはショコラたちですし、ここでいいですよ。猫らしく丸まって寝ますし。贅沢は言わない私たち、超けなげ。
We're model cat girls. I watched the two of them lie down and curl up on the floor of an empty room without even curtains. This is way too pitiful of a sight to be called praiseworthy.
引っ越ししたばかりで段ボールたくさんありますよね。お家作ったらあったかいって聞いたし、なんとかなる気がする。
Also, hello, Miss Cat. That's something only strange people would say. Kitty, what you doing? Where did these cat girls get this information from, anyway? Well, they've probably read a lot of books and watched TV in Shigure's room. Chocola isn't good with kanji characters, so she only reads picture books, though. Imagine that she only knows 2 alphabets instead of 3. Ah, whatever. You two go sleep in my bed. Still gets pretty cold at night in April, after all.
そしたらご主人様はどうするんですか？ショコラの隣？
I'm gonna sleep on the sofa in the living room. The sofa can fit 1 person, and there's air conditioning in there if I need it.
ダメですよ。それならショコラ
They moved quickly towards me like lions catching their prey. I placed my hands on their heads and spoke in a clear and stern voice. Listen up. I will sleep on the sofa. You two will sleep in my bed. Those are your master's orders. Understood?
ご主人様。ご主人。
Said it like that deliberately. No shit, you said a sentence deliberately. The two of them looked as if they wanted to say something, but they hesitated. They lowered their heads apologetically.
ごめんなさい。ご主人様。ごめんなさい。ご主人。
They mustered out. They looked like they were on the verge of tears. Their obedience had the exact opposite of the effect I expected. It filled me with guilt. I felt a prickling sensation in my chest. Pain left me as I sighed and rubbed the two of them on the head. Come on, get going.
はい。
Good night. If anything happens, call for me right away.
はい。おやすみなさい。ご主人様。おやすみ、ご主人。
I gently rubbed the heads of the two dispirited cat girls once more. See you in the morning. That said, I turned the lights off in the room.
ご主人様。本当にごめんなさい。迷惑をかけてしまって。
Her vanishing voice echoed slightly in the darkened room. Pain in my heart from before became even sharper. Swallowed that pain and replied cheerfully. It's okay if it's just for one night. Don't worry about it.
ご主人様。
That was not cheerfully. Now then, go to sleep. I really shouldn't act on my emotions, huh? I laid down on the sofa, sighed while staring at the ceiling. If I gave in to my emotions, the result would just lead to more sadness. If I used kind or hopeful words, they would all end up as lies. Pretty uncool of me to be so passive. Like, what? Well, I continued to pile on insults and make excuses for my actions. What? I closed my eyes and waited for sleep to take over. Alright, I gotta run to the bathroom.
ネコパラ。
Kitty.
その件に関しては、ショコラとバニラの意思を尊重したいと思います。
Okay. Oh, hey, Shigure called. Closed my eyes and hoped this was the Twitch-friendly version. It is! I think. I definitely went into my add-ons for the game and disabled the porn. Was what she told me when I was finally able to get in touch with her. Without any margin of negotiation space, I was struck down. But Shigure, even if you say that, I don't think chocolate and vanilla will...
ところで兄様、この妹目に今朝の愛のささやきを。
I was gonna say, wait, my sister wants me? But like, of course, it's one of these kinds of games. Of course she does. Don't make it sound like it's a daily ritual or something. In any case.
すみません。お父様から呼ばれましたので、失礼いたします。愛してますわ、兄様。ではまた。
Ah, wait, Shigure. Seriously? The ruthless electronic buzz of the dropped call echoed. I stared at my cell phone. And here, I thought I could sort this all out if I just talked to Shigure.
朝ごはん美味しいですね。ご主人様のご飯はいつでも美味しい
If
ですにゃ。
female, protagonist like equals 1.
ショコラ、トッピングケチャップついてる。芸術的に可愛い。
Wait, they're licking stuff off each other's faces? Yeah, you can tell that this is intended to be a porn game, huh? The cat girls in questions were happily stuffing themselves with sandwiches. For breakfast? The sandwich, incidentally, contained tomato, cheese, and lettuce. With an over-easy fried egg tucked inside all of that, it was a simple meal. I'd take it. Take out the tomato, though. Breakfast was pretty much like this. You two are definitely going home today, okay?
ご主人様はショコラたちといるの楽しくないですか？ショコラは楽しいですよ。もうそれは今世紀最大級に。昨晩はご主人だって結構お楽しみだったくせに。
Stop with the deliberately misleading word. I sighed at their happy-go-lucky mindset. Took the opportunity to fill their empty glasses with milk. The eating habits of cat girls were pretty much the same as those of humans, so that part was straightforward. Of course, what they liked and disliked depended on each individual cat girl. In the end, I wasn't able to get everything put away yesterday. Today, I really do have to start getting ready for the bakery's opening. I like this guy. He's like, oh, I'm moving out. Oh, I'm all alone. Oh, I don't know if I'll be successful. I only have this whole fucking bakery and home handed to me by my family. That's why I don't have time to relax and play with you two. Good girls and go home. Said that to them with a sandwich in my hand. Why is that relevant information?
ご主人様は迷惑ですか？
She put her sandwich down on her plate. Why are we mentioning sandwiches so much? Just like yesterday, she looked at me with upturned eyes. Rich guy problems. Yeah, oh my god. I don't know if the business that my family bought for me will succeed, and I might have to do work to get the business to succeed, and that's difficult. Yeah, it's a problem. I answered her clearly.
そうですか。
Jeez, what a dick. Just let the cat girls that want to have sex with you stay. Her shoulders drooped more than before. The ears which sat atop her head drooped downheartedly, too. I still don't think downheartedly is a word. Is downheartedly a word? Because in the porn add-on, they probably sandwiched him. Probably right. Can someone tell me if downheartedly is a word? I mean, I guess it probably is, but I've never heard that in my life.
ショコラ。
Unable to make fun of anything, Vanilla could only look on with concern. ... The pain from last night. According to my dictionary, it is pricked at my heart again. I tilted the already cooled coffee cup as my emotions dulled, unimpeded by my judgment.
それでも、ショコラはご主人様のところ
Just let the free slave labor stay, man. You're trying to start a business, you're having 2 employees that you don't have to pay that want to stay here. Let them stay, man. Her usually always perky ears were drooping. Chocolo speaking clearly, under her own volition. Does she ordinarily not speak under her own volition, or what?
ショコラがいるなら、私もここにいる。私もここにいたいと思う。
Vanilla's usually blank expression did not change. However, she showed me her strong determination. She has an own volition, not legally. I don't remember Chocolate or Vanilla ever being this disobedient. That thought stayed at the back of my mind. But if I was going to be swayed by that, then I wouldn't have said this. That. Understood? What? That's not even a sentence, man. Huh? Hmm? Wow, there are people trying to sell me shit already? I literally moved in yesterday. Oh, they're delivering something. That makes sense. Oh, you have a Twitch Prime. Well, thank you, Olaf. I already spent it on Umbreon. I bought him a can of salmon. I was gonna grab it, but I bought him a can of salmon, which cost approximately that. She smiled brightly, brought out the invoice along with a pen. Yeah, I said you. I said you. What are you gonna do? Huh? Hi. Olaf subbed, so essentially he paid for your can of salmon. Oh, maybe not quite, because it's worth a different amount of money, right? Because Germany's like poor or something, and Poland is the same as Germany because of logic. Isn't that great? That whenever they changed it to be the regionally adjusted pricing, that fucking England and Germany are the same as Poland? Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Definitely those are economies that are equivalent. Okay, let's see. I looked over the sales invoice that I received once more. Somehow, this doesn't look like what I ordered. No, the stuff I ordered is in here too, but looked over at the pile of boxes inside the bakery. Inside of my tiny bakery was a mountain of boxes. A mountain! What? What, you want to paw at the ears? Here, you can. Yeah, you can bite them. Yeah, okay. You know they're fake, right? Yeah. You can bite them a little bit, but I gotta keep them on. Okay? Hey! 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 Get your claw out of my ear. Get your claw out of my ear, huh? Just because it's your birthday doesn't mean you can claw whatever you want, you little kitty butt. You little kitty butt. It was as if the inside of the bakery had become completely made of boxes. As you can see, we don't need this much tableware inside the bakery. What? You don't like the ears? You don't like them? I'm trying to look like you. Wait, they're just giving us a bunch of free shit? Cool. A mountain of cardboard boxes towered over everything. Why? Why are you staring? It's not polite. I don't stare at your ears. It's not polite. But seriously, I just remember when they did the regional pricing, and it was like, okay, so like, some countries pay a lot less than like the US, okay. Not sure why all of Europe is the same, but I was at a loss for words. Every box was of equal size. I wouldn't know what was inside each of them without opening them up. On top of that, looking at the sales invoice, I could see they all contained expensive tea sets and tableware. I accepted it all. It would be a lot of work to deal with the new items. Oh no! What are you gonna do, rich boy? Not only did you get a free fucking bakery from your family, but now they accidentally gave you a shit ton of expensive free stuff. What are you gonna do? Oh my god. There's still things that need doing in advance of my bakery's opening, so I don't mind accepting these. But it's gonna take a while to deal with all of this. Shut the fuck up, you spoiled ass brat.
もちろん私もお手伝いさせていただきますので、私も次の配達に行かないといけないですし。
What? What? Look, you don't need to put all this pressure on me. Oh, fuck off! You're getting a bunch of free shit, you little bastard! From the looks of it, it would take 2 hours or more. 2 whole hours to get a whole bunch of free shit! Wow! If you can't tell that this guy has never worked a day in his life, you definitely can now. Or Protagonist is a shithead! But to have it re-delivered would take double the effort, too. Huh? They're audibly saying stare. That's right, I have a lifeline! Manual labor from my slave pets.
ありがとうございます。本当にありがとうございます。では私はこれで失礼させていただきますね。
Ha, I'm exhausted. Because you had to work for 2 hours for the first time in your life? Is that it? I glanced at the tableware we had finished organizing, lowered myself into a chair, and relaxed my shoulders. Thanks, Chocola. Don't mind if I do. I downed the cold tea in one gulp. Somehow or another, the light meal tableware had arrived. Soon, I really had to get the bakery ready for its opening. So did you take all the tableware, or did you give them back the shit? I did say I needed any help I could find. What? It's finally dawning on you that you have free fucking labor here? I really did need help this time. Huh? Well, at least it's very obvious that you know what they want. I could sense the praise me aura. She's literally saying praise me out loud. Coming from Chocola. She had a wide smile on her face and was in a ready stance to receive my approval. Yeah, I bet you want her to receive your approval. Thanks. I couldn't have done it without you two. This guy's life is a tragedy. Oh my god, I'm only set up with everything I ever want to do with my life, and also everybody wants to bang me. It's so awful. If there's one thing I've learned from porn games, it's that all you have to do is stumble around and fall face first into success all the time and never have a single thought in your head, and every woman will want you. Oh, you got your hot, sticky approval all over me, Master. No, we're not playing that version. That version would not be allowed. I would have to play that in Discord, okay? Drink water. Very good idea. 69 minutes. Hi, Pika! Welcome to this porn game without the porn stream. We were just feeling sorry for our protagonist who gets everything that he wants in his life for free. Hey, you two are getting a bit close. What are they doing? Why are they moving like that? They leaned forward towards me for emphasis. It is true that without you two around, this would have been a real problem. Oh my god, what a problem. I had to take all this free shit. But that's a different issue from the one before. You two have to go back home. Besides, it's not like I could ask you two to work for me or anything, okay? Yeah, why would I take this free labor?
そうですか。やっぱりダメですか。
Her shoulders drooped along with her ears and tail. The enthusiasm she showed earlier had completely disappeared. She sighed deeply and looked disheartened.
お掃除でもしてきます。せっかくですし。
She trudged up to the second floor, still dejected. Chocolate isn't an idiot. I knew she was pushing herself to be bright and full of energy. But even so, this wasn't something I was going to easily change my mind about. God, fuck you, protagonist. It was all the more with how much she cared for me.
ご主人、私たちがいたらそんなに迷惑？悪い子？
She spoke quietly, in her usual way. Vanilla tilted her head as she asked that question. You two aren't bad cat girls, and that's why I can't have you stay here.
悪い子じゃないのにダメなの？
Isn't this game NSFW? No, you can take out the porn, and I took out the porn, okay? You're allowed to stream it if you take the porn out. But hello, Watt. It's because you two are good cat girls that I can't allow it. That literally doesn't make any sense. She blinked as she took in my words. It was almost as if she was trying to peer inside my heart. She stared directly at me, long and hard.
人って難しい。猫にはそういうのはわからない。
But yes, Watt, this game's NSFW, and there's a little bit of a scene, even when you take the porn out, where they are definitely naked and just have, like, fucking shiny white dots over their nipples, and I'm like, huh, is this allowed? I don't know, we're gonna do it anyway.
好きならそばにいたい。少なくとも私はそう思うけど。
Vanilla.
ショコラのところ行ってくる。
With those words, she went upstairs. The sound of her small footsteps slowly disappeared, and before long I couldn't hear them anymore. How big is this fucking place? What do you mean you can't hear her footsteps? This place where you're all on your own. Oh my god, what, they buy you a fucking mansion? Remember when Geralt rode the unicorn? That was fun. Humans are hard to understand, huh? Inside the bakery, now devoid of anyone but myself, I repeated those words she had just said to me. Now that I think about it, that's a pretty inconsistent way of thinking, isn't it? Cats do not understand that. Having heard this said aloud, I began to understand what it really meant. Just take your free goddamn labor. It must be pretty nice to live the simple life of a cat girl, huh? I pondered as I looked at the name of the bakery affixed to the window. With a bitter smile, I began to clean up the tea sets that had arrived earlier. Oh yeah, you gotta clean up all that free shit. Fancy treat. Come on, bud.
ネコパラ。
He's right there staring at me.
あれ、今日はあのたこ焼き屋がいない。
Are you gonna come eat the treat? Or are you just gonna stare? Meow? Yeah, I hear you. I hear you meowing, yeah. Come here. How are y'all doing? How are you, Pika? I haven't seen you in a while. Come on, kitty. I guess I'll get up and go to the bathroom and grab this cat. Okay, come on, kitty. Living the adult life. Yeah, Olaf moved and started a job. He's an adult. There you go, kitty. There's the fancy treat. There's another one in my hand for you. I know you've had a billion treats today. A billion treats. Thank you for moving my microphone. That's exactly what I wanted. Thank you for knocking that over with your tail, too. Also what I wanted. Just like yesterday, we took a walk through the park in the evening. However, that food stand was nowhere to be found. Just so happened that no one was home on the day I decided to take the two cat girls home. I had also just happened to leave the house key behind. So to make good use of time, I went to do some shopping before Shigure got home. Catnip? I just gave you some catnip. That's why you should be eating it and playing with it and not meowing at me. That isn't the right word at all. Chocola, if you're tired, why don't we rest a bit? There's no need for you to apologize. She had a troubled smile on her face as she nodded. Pretty clear why she wasn't in good spirits. That's why there was nothing I could really say to her. Well, there happens to be a bench over there, so why don't we rest a bit? Ah, thanks. Something for everyone, okay? I handed Vanilla some change and offered the bench to Chocola. The constant sea breeze rustled the trees in the park. All that could be heard throughout the empty park were the quiet sounds of nature. I silently sat down next to the disheartened Chocola. Like the gently setting sun, time passed slowly by. Her voice was so quiet that I wasn't quite sure if I had heard her or not. Even so, she answered clearly. Without saying a word, I responded by gently rubbing Chocola's head. Yeah. Yeah. Kitty. Her voice trembled as she frantically wiped away her tears. She stifled her sobbing, and her voice became strained. She looked pained as she did her best to hold back her emotions, biting her lips. I held back my irresponsible words that were on the brink of coming out with all my strength. Yeah, of course, I will. Man, just let your free labor stay. I don't get it. I was frustrating at myself for saying nothing. I was empty. I could only offer condolences that could not be put into words. I rubbed Chocola's head as gently as I could. I don't really think I'm kind at all. Before? Chocola closed her eyes and smiled. Ah, of course I remember that. It was a cold day half a year ago. Chocola and Vanilla were huddled together, crying by the side of the road. They were still so young, they couldn't even speak yet. It was that day that I embraced their small, cold bodies, weird turn of phrase, and took them home with me. Doesn't make it less weird. There was no way I could simply forget that important day when our family grew. In the beginning, you two really couldn't get used to things at home.
あの時は知らないお家で知らない人と猫ばっかりで怖くて。
You two wouldn't eat at all, which really worried Shigure.
はい、とっても心配かけちゃいました。
I started to hear a tiny bit of laughter in her voice as we reminisced about the past.
ショコラとバニラが熱を出した時のことも。
I definitely do remember that. It was a few days after we brought Chocola and Vanilla home. At that point, they'd only occasionally drink some water. And as always, they didn't really touch their food. A combination of malnourishment and cold weather had really begun to weaken their bodies. They both developed high fevers and were in pain.
あの時は夜中で誰にも気づいてもらえ
No matter how kind your master is, German children are kinder. No one had realized
とにかく苦しくて辛くて寂しくて声も出せなくて手も足も全然動かなくて助けて誰か助けてって思いながらただそしたら
Alright, I'm with you two. Don't
主
worry.
人様が大きくてあったかい手でなぜずっとそばで大丈夫ショコラとバニラのこと朝になって病院に行くまでずっと不安で心細かったのが全部嘘だったみたいにあの時も同じこと言ってました。俺は別に優しくなんかないって。でもショコラたちはご主人様が助けてくれなかったらここにいなかった。あの時ご主人様がそばにいてくれなかったら誰も信じられないままでした。ご主人様
Why is this game tagged as an adventure game?
食べれるようになりました。しぐれちゃんともみんなとも
What the hell did you just knock over, cat? That was loud as hell.
だからあの時からショコラのご主人様はご主人様になったんです。ショコラはそれからずっと優しいご主人様のことが大好きなんですよ。
I wish that her tear-filled eyes would not spill over. Those tears were filled with anxiety, sadness, and happiness. She smiled all she could before me.
だからショコラはご主人様がいなくなっちゃうって聞いていても立ってもいられなくてどうしても一緒に行きたくてしぐれちゃんにお願いをしたんです。
She said that with the faintest of smiles, one that seemed as if it would disappear at any moment. Those words were so gentle and warm. There was also an undeniable sadness and emptiness mixed in with them. Chocola. I was the one she was saying all this to, no shit. Even so, the only thing I could say back to her was her name. Yeah, you suck at this.
お金のこととか難しいことはやっぱり猫にはわからないです。でもやっぱりショコラはご主人様のそばにいたいんです。ご主人様が辛くて大変そうなの本当になんとなくですけど、お掃除でもお洗濯でもお料理でもショコラがお手伝いできることは何でもしますから。今すぐにはできなくても絶対にちゃんとできるようになりますから。だからもう一度だけショコラはご主人様と一緒に。
Am I finally gonna stop being a dick and let her stay? Chocola voiced her feelings clearly once again, and barely kept her tears from overflowing. Chocola, if you could be with me. I was engulfed by my inner thoughts, which were ready to overflow. She yearned for me so earnestly. Her to so innocently believe in me. There should be no reason for me to be against it. That day, Chocola and Vanilla became an important part of my family. As long as they were with me, the days would be bright and enjoyable. I was simply selfish for leaving home like that. I didn't want to get my dear family wrapped up in my selfishness. They paid for this shit. Or have them experience any unnecessary hardship because of me. They're clearly rich, and again, they bought you a motherfucking bakery with a fucking swanky-ass apartment over top of it. I don't think they're gonna experience hardship because you're a little shithead. You two are important to me, after all. My inner conflict was disrupted by Vanilla. Vanilla had returned at some point. She looked straight at me as she sat at Chocolate's side. Nekopara Cat Boys had a better plot? Yeah, I should have played that. But this is fun to flame the protagonist. He's a little shit and I hate him. Vanilla. It was as if her gentle, warm, and soft smile had become the setting sun. These uncharacteristic words from Vanilla deeply penetrated, oh yeah, and seeped into my heart. Kitty, I'm gonna come pay attention to you in like, as soon as the fucking scene's over, okay? I promise. There was not even the faintest bit of hesitation. They were such honest and absolutely straightforward words. Just get your fucking shit together. I gotta go pay attention to a cat, man. Like a real cat, not a fucking whatever. Who am I to dictate chocolate and Vanilla's hat? Only those words continued to strongly resonate in my mind, which was otherwise empty. Got it, you're an idiot. We're skipping their voice lines. She was on the verge of tears. Chocolate's face lit up. Do your shit, man. Just stop being a bitch, okay? Not hard. Stop being a bitch. They were nothing but absolutely pure, genuine words. Humans really are at a loss for words when it comes to cat girls. No, only you. This is a you problem. This is not a humanity problem. You suck. You are a shitty human. This is you. Just you. Saying no to their words. Not something I could bring myself to do. You are a melodramatic bitch. It won't be like it was back home. You can't just live here however you like. Got it? The dreary moment seemed to be blown away by her dazzling smile. Despite all this talk about family, perhaps I was the one that didn't really believe in it. Thinking about all this from their perspective, it was very simple. Although, I thought it was all still so immature. Yeah, you're the immature one. Fuck you. Perhaps catgirls were more human than humans when it came to honesty. What? No, being dishonest is human. That's like the whole point of humanity. All we do is fucking lie to each other. Like, that's how you be good at being human. You just lie to everyone all the time. It's easy. From here on out, we need to do our best all together. Is that all you guys have been eating at home? Even if the road ahead of us is uncertain, lovingly rubbed their heads, disheveling their hair. Alright, why don't we head back to the shopping district then? We have to go buy that shampoo you guys looks like, don't we?
もうご主人かっこついでに松坂牛も買おう。
Well, today's a celebration, so why not?
お祝いパーティー。ご主人太っ腹。さすがは私たちの。
Just this once, okay? It's the beginning of a bright new life. Together with the happy and high-spirited Chocola and Vanilla, we took our first steps towards it. Alright, this is a good time to stop, and Umbreon is causing a ruckus. Maybe I should go actually pay attention to the cat on his birthday. Oh, we have a video. I'm not gonna watch it. So I will see y'all tomorrow. Probably not gonna stream a third time today. So, see ya. This has been an experience. Nekopara certainly is a video game. These are factual statements. Alright. See ya.